all the big names in here. All right, guys, so here's what we got going on. We got the Castle Division 2 tournament. We got Seal and Knob up now. Local got BR up next. J Card Cold, Rfish89, Java. 8 players going on. Single elimination. We're running this all right now. Should take a couple hours. Yeah, winner taking home $15. But the real prize, they move on to D1. D1, which is happening this weekend. A lot of big names in that group. Going to be very, very competitive. And then from the D1, you move on to semi-pro. Semi-pro, you move on to pro. Everyone coming at that big pro prize, depending on the prize pool, at least $100 there. So, Division 2, big quick shout out to the sponsors, Collective, Dree Dash, CS Pro, MS372, Samari, Mustafa, Lee43. Thanks for donating. All the money that you guys donate goes back to the players, helps put on tournaments like this. And big shout out to BB Glass, who helped me bring this map to life. He put in the hours to make this awesome map for us all to enjoy. Let's get these bananas off my head and get right into it. We're in it now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the first round of the Division 2 Castle Blitz tournament. We're running this tournament all month. $200 going out in prizes to the players. Over 16 times 8 times 6, 12, 48, almost 50 players in this tournament. 50 players around the world playing Blitz. Right now, we got Knob in yellow on the left. We got Seal in red on the right. Seal is out of Mongolia. And I believe Knob is out of America, but I'm not totally sure. Just Fish. R. Fisher. Fish? I'll call you Fish. I like Fish. So yeah, Division 2, obviously we've moved up. Hard to know at this point. You know, like we've gone through, obviously, if you guys have seen the other tournaments so far this month, it's difficult to know players and their skill levels in Blitz. Traditional skills, obviously, often don't carry over. We've had an incredibly competitive D4 tournament, so you never really know what's going to happen. Ooh, that engineer. So he does get that engineer in. Both players obviously familiar with the map. Seal's a good player, though. He's been, I think he beat, I think actually Seal just won the intermediate Red Alert 2 tournament. I think he beat Snark, the reigning champion, I believe. Both players out with the early Rhinos here. Nice little Rhino war action, Soviet versus Soviet. Both players kind of building towards that middle. Pretty standard. Seal is pumping a little bit more oil, it looks like. Yeah, a bit more oil. But Knob's looking nice. Knob's looking like he's got a good army here. Seal with more fodder, and Knob's going to be forced to pull out. Yeah, so Seal's got a pretty good group. He runs his own tournaments in Mongolia, and he's actually on Friday. Seal and a group of his friends that are players, we're going to run an 8-player tournament, the Mongolia Open. We're going to do that on Big Little Lake, try to get some newer players from around the world playing Blitz. So, yeah, on Friday, be sure you guys tune in. I forget what time that's at, but join the Discord. I got the schedule in there. Friday, Mongolia Blitz Open. Should be a lot of fun. Both players with lots of fodder now. Pretty even on Rhinos. But Knob definitely the aggressor right now. He wants to push this. And Seal comes out on top of the fodder, and I think going to come out on top of this. Oh, no, he is falling behind now as the flak tracks come in to join. And you see Knob is targeting those tanks, not going after the fodder. And Knob does pull ahead there, and Seal's in a pretty bad spot. Ooh, but Knob now in range of that bunker. Gives up quite a bit there. Sentry gun now. Knob just trying to stay alive. Or sorry, Seal trying to stay alive. Doesn't switch to drones, though, which is interesting. I'm not really sure what his play is here. He does have a war factory in his base, so he can kind of fall back behind his castle walls to delay this a bit. Game audio could be a bit louder. Ah, that's right, that's right. Yeah, I have it set from zombie. So yeah, all right, yeah, we'll change after this exchange. So yeah, Knob the aggressor and keeping the pressure on here. Yep, and so now I'm going to try to go through that side door. No reason to go through the bunkers. We've talked about that all tournament. When you're looking to attack, start hitting the castle walls. And now Seal just way behind on tanks. Knob now on 5 war factories. And so now in the back of his base, and we'll see if Knob attacks that oil, he could chain react. We would need a massive blunder right now. As we see Seal not switching to drones and desos, which is kind of obviously what you have to do in these situations. But, you know, Seal just kind of warming up a little bit here, making Knob work for it a little bit, but in a pretty bad spot. Does get back there and save the back of his base, but now going to lose the war factory on the front end. And Nob looking tough here. Nob with a lot of rhinos. Lot of rhinos. And so as Seal, you got to be thinking here, you know, what's the plan for the next game? Am I going to try to out-rhino him? Or do I have something else up my sleeve? What's the, you got to be thinking, what's the play? What's the play? I like Seal making him work for it here. I've always talked about that. Early points, make the other player convert. But Nob's certainly playing like a traditional player. Nob's a pretty good traditional player. He hasn't played much Blitz, but pretty good traditional player. Certainly a favorite in this bracket right now, so no surprise that he's putting up a fight like this. Going into these bunkers, though, is giving... Wow, Nob choosing to go into those bunkers was the exact blunder that Seal needed. And Seal's got to be looking to counterpunch now, because the thing is, Seal can't hope for another blunder like that. Nob's rhinos are pouring out. Seal needed to counterpunch there. He had to go make something happen. You're not going to get... Oh, Nob wasn't building tanks. Ah, I missed that. Yeah, you're not going to get another gift like that. Nob just did him a massive favor there, and he's not going to do it again. But now you see these rhinos are pouring out. The doors of the War Factory are hardly closing. Ooh, bit of lag here. And so now Seal out with the radar, but again, Nob's rhino production is just insane. He can afford to just keep blundering tanks like this. Yeah, and I think Nob knows that. He's just gonna keep pounding these rhinos, and oh my god, and Nob is just blundering so many rhinos, and it just hardly matters because Seal is so confined now behind his base. He can't make anything happen anyway. Oh, and he's got some Desos back there ready for him. Man, Nob is blundering tanks, but he's just so far ahead. It doesn't matter. I like this, though, from Seal, making him work for it. Making him work for it. Is there any way I'm saying that right? Seal? I don't know how else I could pronounce it. Seal. Yeah, I wonder what... Actually, because we don't really know for Blitz, like, the production speeds are higher. So, I wonder what the max war factories for Blitz are. They could be different than traditional. But at some point, obviously, the war factories don't do anything more for you. And now we do see a battle lab from Nob. And both players with quite a bit of money here. Seal, it doesn't seem like Seal's building buildings very effectively. Maybe he's just trying to catch up on war factories still. Siaul. Say Siaul. 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 That's going to be a tough one, man. Seal. Yeah, I think I got to go with Seal. Until I know for sure, we'll confirm it. Now this siege chopper's out. And the siege choppers are hilarious. Toner! Thanks for the follow, buddy. And the siege chopper should be enough to close out this game without any anti-air. Very odd game here, but Nob proving that he's a good player, and Siaul proving that that he can withstand a little bit. He just got so behind early on. Very, very difficult to make a comeback there. Dreadnoughts, Archvile. Yeah, I mean, there's a few different ways for Nob to kind of drop the hammer at the end there, but siege choppers are certainly one of them. So Nob does take home that first one. It is best of 3, so we're moving quick around here. Let's see if Siaul can make a comeback. Is that right, Java? Siaul? Siaul. Ba 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 ba. How's this load coming? Oh, we're in it now. We are in it now. Get that game audio up so you guys can hear that bang, bang, bang. The smash, the cannons, the guns, the gore. Let's get it going. I feel like someone else redeemed another thing. What did someone else redeem? Oh, a hype dance. Xiaoul redeemed his own hype dance. All right, we'll get a hype dance for Xiaoul. Try to make a comeback. Hype dance. Comeback time. Comeback. It's best of 3. We need an epic comeback. It's already match point. It's already match point. We need a big one. All right, Java, if you don't confirm I'm saying it right, I got to go back to Seal because Seal meaning mountain. Because the thing is, like, if I just say Seal, it's like, but if I say something wacky like Xiaoul and it's wrong, what was that one name that everyone was messing with me on? They had me saying some wacky name. Oh, what was that? There was someone's name that was really simple, and everyone in chat had me pronouncing it with like a French accent. Can't remember now. Xiaoul. No, yeah. Oh, Latouf. It was Latouf. Someone told me it was Latouf instead of Ladoff. Latouf. Kian's name, yeah, Kian I messed up. I've messed up everyone's names, but the Latouf was the most ridiculous. Xiaoul. Alright, I'm going to say it, Java. Xiaoul in red. Now, looks like he's, and again, last time, it didn't seem like he was that far behind on Rhinos, but he got behind on the macro. Nob was just pumping the war factories. So Nob did a better job on the back end, pumping those war factories. But Xiaoul pushing in here. Ooh, not able to snipe that war factory. Loses a few rhinos for it, but pulls out before he puts himself out of a position. So doesn't really lose that many rhinos. That's a fine exchange for him. Does lose most of his fodder here. And Nob is correctly not pumping fodder here. He doesn't have the money for it. Latouf. Yeah, Kian. Well, in the English language, you always have a U after the Q. So it's a weird name, Kian's name. Kian. A lot of weird names. I wish everyone just had a simple name like Legend. Boom, Legend. Legend and Berg. They make my life super easy. But everyone gets to choose their own name. That's the rules around here. All right, so now Nob is trying to pump fodder here, but it's going to slow down his tank production as you see him starting to bottom out. And neither player trusting that they have enough to go through defensive structures right now. With the sentry gun advantage, I don't think it would go in either player's favor necessarily as the attacker. So both players correctly choosing to kind of slow things down. Interesting, neither player is pushing tech. Now, we've already seen two tournaments on this map, and the tech has proven to be very, very valuable. So Xiaoul decides to come in from the top side, maybe try to get away from those sentry guns. Not able to do it, and again, he does lose his fodder and is forced to kind of pull out. Now, both players engaging in that jungle there with neither having a sentry gun backup. Both players then bounce back out. And Xiaoul, I think, has the advantage here. A slight war factory advantage. I think standing army advantage. Nob does catch up on war factories. Keep an eye on the macro here. I know it's hard to take away from this look away from this tank battle, but this game will be won and lost on the back end as Nob brings out a 4th war factory, or maybe he already had that. I'm losing track. All right, do not die for the building. You have to win the tank battle first. Okay, so now war factory advantage for Xiaoul. Yeah, just some classic Rhino Wars here, but very top-level Rhino Wars. Interesting to see these players, the way they're able to manage it. Both players, it kind of just keeps swinging. But one player has the fodder advantage. They push, they lose their fodder, they push back. So now Xiaoul, the first one to push tech here. He's out with a radar. Going to bring a Deso, try to get an upper hand here. So Deso, I like that forward barracks. This barracks placement from Xiaoul is really, really nice. And both these players, though, you can tell they don't play that much blitz because they're both choosing dogs instead of conscripts. And like we've talked about, on a map like this, your conscripts can be right there immediately. Conscripts would be a better choice than dogs right now, I think, because you don't need the speed of the dogs. The conscripts can be in the battle immediately. Xiaoul, ooh, I think this is too many Desolators. He's going broke. That was a lot of Desolators. Let's see if he can get some damage out of him. But it's, a nice forward sentry gun as Nob starts a bit of a base walk here. Xiaoul's going to have to try to push in and counter. And now we do have an engagement, and you saw, and Nob was able to deny that Desolator. That Desolator got nothing done, but the Desolator will counter this barracks nicely. If he can set that Desolator up to counter the barracks, Xiaoul with a lot of smoking tanks right now, wishing it was the crater map. He's going to try to destroy that barracks possibly. Doesn't like that barracks placement. And those forward sentries are going to start being really annoying, and loses another Desolator. And I think Xiaoul at this point has lost about 8 Desolators, and those are expensive. And you see his economy is slightly suffering for it as he gets on. He's pushing tech and 6 war factories. Is he going broke though? I believe he is, and that's going to slow down his production. But he's got a lot of war factories, and he does have the tech advantage right now. He just doesn't want to fall behind on this frontline battle. He needs to keep. And a Boris out now from Xiaoul, and this is a great frontline Boris. Is a big move here to deny this base walk from Nob, and this is an absolute banger of a match. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hoorah! What a banger. What a banger, boys. Wow, and Xiaoul staying super busy here. I love this aggressive push from Nob, but Xiaoul just has an answer for every single thing he throws at him here. But now Nob bringing these conscripts in, and like we just talked about, these conscripts could make a big difference, but here comes the Kirov. Here comes the Kirov. I love it. The Kirov is a great move here, using that tech advantage he has. The Boris is doing work, the Kirov's doing work, and now Nob has to switch over to flak tracks. He knows he can't keep up, and Nob quits out, and that brings us to a match point. Match point. That's a banger, man. I wish we had this one was a longer series. But again, guys, I know a lot of you are like, why is it best of 3? These are single day tournaments. We got 8 players. So it's just kind of how it has to be if we don't want to go more than a few hours. All right. So that's going to be game number 3. And so again, guys, there is no timer now. No timer for match point. Yeah, that was a fun one. Wow, what a banger. What a banger. How are we feeling about game number 3? Both these guys banging out. You guys excited? Fist pumping? Yeah, you guys are excited. The crowd's excited, and these guys can feel it. They are feeding off your energy, putting on a show for us. I love it. That elite Rhino lawmaker, yeah, the elite Rhino makes a big difference, man. And obviously, you know, people say random elite. There are strategies, you know, players need to keep that in mind. Once you have a vet, if you can try to target buildings with it, target specific buildings, let that vet get kills strategically. Getting an elite can absolutely shift the tides monumentally. Obviously, it's difficult to do in the heat of battle. More often than not, it is random, but something to keep in mind for all you aspiring players out there who want to bring your game to the next level. All right, Xiaoul on the right here, Nob on the left, and we are both just tucking in here for another round of Rhino Wars. Both these players coming right at each other. In the first game, Nob was able to pull ahead on his Rhino War and then pump the war factories, gain an advantage, and overwhelm him with sheer Rhinos. In game number 2, Xiaoul was able to manage the Rhinos, hold his position, deny the base walk from Nob, and then have the tech on the back end to crush him with the Boris and the Kirovs. So both players knowing what they know, they both seen the looks, they know what the other player wants to do. It'll be interesting to see, but we're coming out looking the exact same as last time. Quasar 173.
I am happy you are here.
Join the Discord, man. Good use of the robot. Glad the Nightbot was able to help you out. The Discord's where all the answers to life are at, man. Schedules, sign up for tournaments, join the community, download the maps, all sorts of stuff. All sorts of stuff. All right. Both players pumping that fodder. Keep an eye on the economy. Keep an eye on the economy. Neither player bottoming out. Okay, so Nob going to try to take a push here. God, we're getting these like bumps of lag, but it doesn't seem persistent, thank God. We're actually getting pretty lucky. Like I said, Xiaoul's out of Mongolia, so we can definitely have some lag issues there, but it seems to be going fine. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, so again, we see the Rhino dance. And Nob ahead on War Factories at the moment. So I think Nob does have the better build. He does seem to be routinely getting slightly ahead. If you guys want to watch some film and strategize, I think Nob has a very, very good Rhino heavy build here. But is Xiaoul already going tech? Ah, so Xiaoul has the radar out instead. So we'll see here. Is the Rhino, is the Desos or the Rhinos better? Xiaoul, he kind of stresses me out with how many Desos he builds. He kind of treats them disposable, and they are very, very expensive. But if he could wipe out this fodder here, he could get a lot done. So now drones out to counter the Desos. And forcing Nob to slow down his Rhino build to build drones is nice. It slows down the other players' production. So now those Desolators need to hide behind the Sentry Gun. How are we doing on War Factories? Yeah, so Nob still slight War Factory advantage. No, we did not tweak the oils. Ooh, oh no. Ah, that's unfortunate. He boxed in some of his Rhinos and did Deso quite a few of his Rhinos there, but was able to Deso his opponents, but God, his tanks are really confused on that back end. So, and we just heard the sound, Xiaoul did just go low power. Needs to get his tanks unstuck. His tanks are stuck right now. Sells that War Factory to get his Rhinos out of there. Yeah, you got to be careful on a tight map like this. We've seen that before. Players not leaving any routes through their castle on the back end, not being able to get back there to defend. It's kind of meant to be like that on this map. You are supposed to be able to tuck in a little bit, early game especially, but if you pack yourself in too much, you will start getting a little bit claustrophobic, and that was by design. Roy Compera.
Welcome back.
Wow, and a big Rhino war here. But yeah, Nob is ahead on Rhinos, and with no fodder, no defensive structures to tip the tide, he would have to... Ooh, a good Deso hit, though. And that Tesla coil is doing work, but man, he's so severely out-Rhinoed. Yeah, see how he had an Iron Curtain, he had some stuff going on the back end, but Nob was just able to push right through. But Nob on a lot of radiation right now, and Nob's going to lose... Oh, I thought he would lose most of his army there. And builds that. Ooh, not a good spot for that War Factory from Xiaoul. He's going to lose that now when that oil goes down. Can he save that oil? Not able to save the oil. Lose the War Factory. So he is low power, so even that Iron Curtain's not going to get a hit off. Good defense. Nice attempted hold from Xiaoul with those Desolators, but not going to be enough, unfortunately, I don't think. Hi, X in the house.
I am so freaking excited you're here.
Yeah, and with the base walk as well. Nob with a lot of smoking Rhinos, but not going to be enough. Yeah, well played by both players. It was interesting to see that decision from Nob, just to say, like, all right, he lost that second game because he didn't go tech, and he still was like, screw it, I'm gonna shove Rhinos down his throat. That's my game plan. That's the game plan I'm comfortable with. That's the game plan I want to use. And I think that's a good move. And combining it with the base walk from Nob, Nob's looking super, super tough. Xiaoul says GG. And so Nob taking that one home. Nob taking that one home. All right. First one down. Pretty good game. Pretty good game. That was a banger, man. That was a treat. That was a treat. Yeah, you never know with these kind of games what kind of matchups you're going to get, how even things are going to be. But that one was a banger. That one was a banger. All right, here we go. Game number 2 now. Local Got and BR. Local Got and BR. Local God and BR, Jake, Hard, and Cole. Cold, you guys are up next. Local, Loca. Oh. Local God. Yeah, Local God. I was saying his name wrong for a while, too. Password 99. Lucky Unicorn for Local God. All right, fair enough, fair enough. So BR's in here. Okay. Oh yeah. So we just did the no timer for that match point. Thanks for reminding me. So if it's match point, we go to no timer. Ever since that fiasco with Kian and Luke, that was an amazing game. Any of you guys who missed that, head over to the YouTube. Yeah, head over to the YouTube for sure. If you didn't see the, I'll drop the link here. If you didn't see the Luke and Kian match the other day as a best of 7, best of 5, I think it was amazing. It's on this new map. It's absolute barn burner. Definitely check it out. Damn, BR bringing that 450 ping. Don't love that. All right, we'll give it a shot though. All right, Local God in yellow, BR in red. And I do want to show you guys real quick. So, just any of you guys who aren't familiar, BR did crush through the D4 tournament, won through the D3 tournament. Now he's in the D2 tournament. So he's definitely the star right now. Proven himself definitely too high for those levels. Let's see if D2 is a better match for him. So for those of you guys who don't know BR, I mean, we've been seeing him. He was bringing out some really top level plays. He was like suiciding his Harriers to take out enemy buildings and like really intense microing his units and all sorts of stuff. So BR is like really good, and I don't know anyone who knows him or plays with him. And I was just messaging him, like trying to figure it out, like, thought maybe he was a Smurf, honestly. And he's like, I have one friend who plays. I think he's out of Pakistan. And he says he plays with his friends, and he says I watch Marco and Woody's streams. He's like, I watch the Marco Woody videos. I take their strategies. So apparently BR is just a student of the game. I don't know for sure, but he's definitely looking super tough. So again, BR in red on the right here, Local God in yellow on the left. KK shaved his head like Yuri. I didn't know that. Oh yeah, the pony for Loca. Let's get that. So we did get a lucky unicorn out for Loca, which I think is a good idea because, like I said, BR is looking OP. And Loca's bringing some walls. Loca's going to try to bring some walls. We've never seen this before, so shout out to a new strategy. Oh, you've been playing with him a bit, Hayek? Yeah, he's good, but I don't think he plays he doesn't play quick match is what I mean. He doesn't play like quick match and some of those other routes. He should be playing quick match. I think he seems like a very good player, but does lose that engineer on the top side, so Loca with a slight tech advantage here as he does have the paradrop. Allied player, that's nice. A couple of those free GIs early on can make a big difference. Gonna try to take the nuclear reactor as well. Wow. But BR's on a lot of rhinos. I mean, Loca's kind of just playing SimCity right now. It's going to be very difficult to deny these rhinos. Missed tank control on those Grizzlies. So BR gets in and sweeps out that paradrop on the bottom side. Yeah, Blitz is definitely very different, but BR seems to have very high level traditional skills as well. His microing, his build. I mean, he does seem to have a very firm understanding of the game in general. See if he just destroys. No, I think he's going to steal that nuclear reactor. He does have an engineer up there. So Loca's... Oh, so he sells off the nuclear reactor. Good idea. I always forget, you think of tech buildings as not being able to be sold. So Loka tries to maybe try to take something while those rhinos are away, but Loka's out with a bunch of snipers, but BR doesn't have any fodder to snipe. That forward oil derrick is really, really stressful. Prism Tower. Prism Tower's nice. No GIs, though. Would have been nice if he could have got a pair drop a little bit earlier. The allied player needs the GIs early on, but going to try to just build some defensive Prism Towers, try to hold on here, but man, the Rhino Storm is coming, and I don't think Loka's going to have an answer for it. GGIs, ooh, going to get a big chain reaction. Yeah, dangerous spot for an oil. Yeah, that's funny. That's interesting. Maybe that should be a rule whenever there's a capturable tech building. Maybe it shouldn't be sellable. That's kind of interesting. So these GIs, yeah, unfortunately the GI is just a little late. Good use of the GGIs. Good use of the Prism Tower. But, yeah, unfortunately, I think, you know, as the allied player here, I'd be tempted to just, against a heavy Soviet player, I'd be tempted to build behind my walls early on. He keeps throwing these buildings out in front and just kind of keeps losing them. He was able to hold off there, but you look at what it cost him, and now you look on the back end, BR's on 4 war factories. Yeah, indestructible is kind of weird. Then you're forced to capture it, or the player can just keep building pillboxes even if you control it. Bit tricky. I think we do that with some tech buildings though. Yeah, so now BR gonna kind of come through that back side. He does have a Prism Tower ready, a couple GGIs. A lot of rhinos. And Loka's broke as well. Yeah, Loka's just lost a lot on that front end, but a lot of Prism Towers out now. Ooh, this is a paradrop on this backside, could get something done. Let's see how quick he's able to micro it. He needs to hit that sentry gun. Oh, nope. When the paradrop doesn't deploy, it's never good news. Oh, does get it, though. It'd be nice to get this oil. Nice little counter punch for Loka. I think they place the oils on the front just because they're not familiar with it. A lot of players, you know, a lot of players have that feeling of just like building forward. They just want to build forward all the time. And I think, so now you see from Loka, the reason Loka was stretching, he wanted to do a prism walk, which we've seen be very effective, both on this map and other maps. The prism walk can be really, really nasty, so that's why Loka, I think, was stretching himself out forward. Unfortunately, the Kirov is the perfect counter. There's no anti-air, and on 5 war factories, these Kirovs are pouring out. No anti-air in this group. I like Loka, though. You know, he does take the battle lap, so he only got 2 Kirovs out. But unfortunately, that's still too many Kirovs. And the demo truck, a big move from BR. This demo truck's going to be devastating. The Kirovs are devastating. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of how long can Loka hang on here. It does have a few Eagles. I like the look. Loka's put on a good show, but BR is just an absolute force. Yeah, Loka's hanging and banging. Making him work for it, feeling him out a little bit. The demo trucks punching through are a big move, though. I like that from BR. Loka's doing a good job protecting his backside, having those Eagles. Could be doing a bit more with those Eagles. I'd like to see him just making laps with those Eagles, trying to chip down these rhinos. Alright, so a big note here for anyone else playing in this tournament. Navy SEALs can blow up these walls. You guys see the move now? Navy SEAL swims around, blows up a wall, takes the MCV. Remember that move. Secret move. Top level move. Alright, so Loka's out with a battle lap. How is he on money? He's got 2K. We get some Mirages coming. And so BR, we've seen this from BR. BR will not just rush in and blunder. He will, if he's up like this, he will take his time. He's perfectly comfortable sitting back. Iron Curtain, Kirovs. He'll take his time. I love this little mission from these GIs on the top side. Loka putting on a show, man. Does lose a few Eagles, but does deny that battle lab before the Iron Curtain could get out. So probably canceled that Iron Curtain. using GGIs to counter this Kirov. And if Loka can keep denying the Battle Lab, he needs to push Mirages maybe, and then he needs BR to make up a couple big mistakes. Key in the house.
Welcome back to the stream.
Yeah, there is Fog of War, but once you reveal it, it's never there anymore. So both players, most of them, yeah, it's just once you reveal it, it's gone. So both players, I don't think BR can see most of this area. He hasn't scouted most of that area. Ooh, nice use of that cliff. I like hopping up there to take out deny that base stretch a little bit. Good use of the higher ground there from BR. Yeah, so Loka can just keep denying. If Loka... So, BR needs to find a way to get his Battle Lab out, obviously. But Loka's broke. What's he on? 2, 4, 6. He's got 7. He's got 8 oils. And now out with some Prism tanks. And if Loka can keep denying this Battle Lab, that is everything. BR needs to find a way to protect this. And Loka needs to find a way to keep hitting it before he can get that Iron Curtain built. If the Iron Curtain comes out, that's obviously what BR is waiting for. Oh, these Eagles trying to find a gap. He counters with the Flax. He's going to go, ooh, chooses a bad route. Not going to get the Battle Lab, unfortunately. And now another Kirov out, and I think he's going to keep pumping Kirovs. Let's see. And these Prism tanks doing work here from Loka. I love that. Banging out from Loka. Yeah, so opting for the Prism tanks over the BF. Okay, so now, and so I think finally, okay, so he is out with an Iron Curtain now, and I think BR is just kind of feeling the pressure. There's no reason to wait anymore. So Loka's going to bring his GGIs to the left side to defend that back wall. But Loka's making a nice push here. And now, so Loka does have this scouted because he has Rocketeers. So he sees this Iron Curtain. He wants that Iron Curtain. And BR is not defending it. What is BR doing right now? I don't understand. Oh my god, could he get the MCV? He is forced to pull out. Loka cannot blunder this army or the Rhinos will roll through. So that was a really good move there. It was tempting to click the MCV. It's possible BR was tempting him to get the... Oh, he is going to get the lab. Does get the lab. And so now denies the next Iron Curtain. Oh my goodness gracious. Ninja moves right now from Loka, staying in this game. Wow, very, very interesting. And BR is slowly losing his advantage with these Rhinos. Obviously, once the tech tanks start coming out, the Rhinos lose a lot of their value for the Soviet player. And the Soviet player needs their Battle Lab. They need the Iron Curtain. They need their Kirovs. And they're not getting it here. It's interesting, Loka's given up on the base walk because Loka now on 12k. Loka needs to be pumping on the back end right now. Loka has a slight window of opportunity here. If he could get another AFC out, Loka could get another AFC, 8 Eagles, and start picking BR apart. He could win this game with Eagles if he thinks of it. A lot of players don't consider that. They don't think of having this much money late game in traditional Red Alert 2. In this position, Loka has plenty of money. Oh, the timer. Wow, I was really in that game. And the timer goes... And Loka comes out on top on points. Wow. Wow. And yeah, so that the timer went there, so it comes down to points. It's whoever killed the most highest value units, and Loka did pull that one out. Jazulan and Kike, no, they're not playing in this. They're not in this tournament. They might be playing on their own stream. The Lucky Unicorn came through big. Yeah, when it comes down to points, you want the Lucky Unicorn. All right, you better take that thing off. That was a good match. Yeah, and that's one of those situations, you know, a lot of times when we hit the 11-minute mark, it's kind of a rubber match, and you know, the timer blows and it kind of saves us from boredom. But in that particular situation, it would have been fun to see that one play out, but that's the way she goes sometimes. All right. Point number 2 now. So Loka takes that one home. BR has got to be pretty upset about that. Yeah, he could have won that game very, very early on. He let Loka stay alive for way too long. But hats off to Loka at the same time for taking advantage of the opportunities. Yeah, took advantage of the opportunities. Did a really, really good job there. And I think Loka would have won that point unless there was, obviously a couple big blunders. I don't think he did such a good job denying that battle lab. If he would have continued his same strategy, BR would have had a very, very difficult time winning that one. Well played by Loka. Well played by both players, though. Yeah, just good counters. Good game. All right, all right, all right. So point number 2, match point. If Loka can take it, it is best of 3. It is best of 3. All right, now we see both players going for the tech. Oh, and he's just going to destroy the paradrop. I think that's a pretty decent move. The paradrop's not super valuable for the Soviet player, and it's so valuable for the Allied player. I think just going down, destroying it, not worrying about it is an interesting move. So the Allied player, the nuclear reactor early on is very, very tricky because it's difficult to defend. And so if you rely your build on it, so now you see Loka's not going to build any power plants. So now, if he's able to, if BR is able to deny that nuclear reactor, Loka's going to go low power. And again, Loka with some dangerous building placement. BR is going to hop in with those rhinos, take advantage of that early Soviet tank position, take out that war factory, and really, really slow Loka down. And so I'm surprised to see Loka not building more conservatively, taking advantage of his castle walls and hiding a bit. And again, the forward war factory, just throwing buildings up in front of BR. But hey, he won the last point, so I guess whatever works, keep doing it. But and I think BR is going to keep the pressure on here. Obviously, he doesn't like losing that last point. Very frustrating. Now, right through the back gates now, and gonna maybe just go right for the MCV. And so if he can get the MCV here, oh my god, he gets the elite GGI. Oh my god. Whoa. Loka just held there. That was an amazing hold. That would have been GG if he would have got that MCV, Loka without a war factory. Loka's got a nice economy too. Loka's on a 6 oils right now. Loka doing a really good job with these GGIs. We don't see that very often, to be honest. And so now BR is gonna bring the conscripts in. BR has tons of money. Must have been a slight delay in his build. He shouldn't have that much money right now. So now we're gonna pump the conscripts as well. I think gonna go to that top side again. And so, Loka needs to get up there quick. BR could get a nice chain reaction out of those oils. If he targets one, he should really target that other oil. He would get a massive chain reaction out of it. Oh, and he doesn't get the other one. That other one would be a huge chain reaction. And Loka getting so lucky right now, staying alive. And again, the forward war factory. Loka is like, this is like his strategy is just sacrificing war factories, I guess. I don't know. It's a new meta. It's called sacrifice war factories so that your opponent gets confused, and then you use tons of GGIs. And Loka's doing fine, man. I don't know how, but it's working. Loka's broke, though, which is interesting. Probably because he keeps building war factories that keep getting destroyed. I'd like to see him pull these Grizzlies back a little bit, use his infantry a little bit more. The infantry is the advantage right now. And as I say that, a paradrop, good paradrop placement. So there's no reason to allow Loka this nuclear reactor. He should bounce up there and knock it down. He would be low power for a while. If he loses that nuclear reactor, he'd probably have to build 3 or 4 power plants to compensate for it. Getting good mileage out of those GIs. Ooh, can't push into those sentry guns though. But I like him being the aggressor here. Now, good group of GGIs, nice range. They can outrange that sentry gun. Big move for that sentry gun counter. And again, I think we're going to see BR head up to the top wall. Yeah, Boris would be good. Sacrificing to the Blitz gods. That's right. Yeah, BR. Yeah, BR. I'm surprised to see BR not going tech. He has the money for it. And again, he's going to come through the top side. And Loka responding a bit slow this time. And those oils are just so juicy. And he has to be so careful here because... Oh, ho, ho, ho. And that's the problem with turtling in Blitz. Your oils are such a liability. Now, Loka does have a battle lab. He has an AFC. He has 2 war factories. He has no money, though, so I don't think it matters. But BR, so BR is going to, oh, and 2 elites. Oh, but he gets his own elite now. So he's able to get both war factories, and another wave is coming. So that'll be it. And that's the issue if you build too much behind your castle walls. You need to really, really defend it. Those oils are going to be a massive target for the opponent. As you guys saw, that chain reaction. That is by design. You are not supposed to be able to pack all your oils together and hide. And that'll be it. Unless this Navy SEAL can highlight reel. Navy SEAL, this Navy SEAL's going off, bottom side, let's see it. Paradrop on the backside, not gonna matter. Not gonna matter. Taking this one home. Take my webcam off while I eat a hard-boiled egg. Oh my god, the Navy SEAL going off on the backside. I actually don't like Loka giving up that move. Loka should have, because Loka can't win anyway. I would have liked Loka to have saved that move for the next point. Yeah, I like Loka. It's funny, Loka's like, if I would have quit last point, I wouldn't have won. So I guess Loka's like, screw it, I'm not quitting. Oh my god, look at that bunker doing work. And you never know if you can run out the time. It's going to be hard. It's going to be 3 minutes. He has to run 3 more minutes. So there's the 2-minute warning. Oh, I forgot. BR doesn't have an MCV, so BR can't push tech. Yeah, well, I mean, Loka, it's like, Loka should have stayed back by his bunkers. There's no reason to push out. Loka should push back to his bunkers. Oh my god, this is amazing if Loka can run this out. I don't think Loka will win on points anyway, but maybe. He can't spam demo trucks, he doesn't have a radar. Yeah, so he needs to be careful. BR needs to stop sacrificing units like this. He needs to stop attacking from the front side. He needs to come in the back side. Do not push through right here. Do not go through. Do not go through that gate. Oh my god, the bunkers. Oh, the bunkers are melting everything. Oh my god. Okay, wait, the power plant's the last building. He's not going to get it. He's not going to get the power plant. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, BR is giving Loka so many points. Oh, he has the nuclear reactor too. Okay, so destroy the nuclear reactor, obviously. Okay. BR needs to collect himself. Oh, he's going to take over the nuclear reactor. That's fine if you want to do that.
If you want to get into the fight, just jump on in.
BR needs to be watching the clock. The problem is these players forget about the clock. Oh, and here we go. That's time. I think Loka's going to win. Oh, my God. Wow. Wow. Yeah, and that's, I mean, we've talked about it before. We've talked about it before. We'll certainly talk about it again. Converting winning positions. Yep. Converting winning positions is what it's all about. And that's the biggest thing. I mean, when you're practicing, a lot of players practice their builds, they practice their tank control. You need to practice, and people don't think about it. But especially in Blitz with the timer, right? You need to be thinking, what is your plan when you're way up? When you're way up and the opponent's going to be annoying and make you work for it and da da da. What are you going to do? How are you going to drop the hammer? And it's really, really difficult. And honestly, hats off to Loka. Um, hats off to Loka, that Navy SEAL move, right? So if BR would have still had his MCV, he would have won it. So that Navy SEAL move was huge. Honestly, Loka, my hat's absolutely off for Loka. I have never seen anyone who's able to maintain the level of commitment when they are so far down. Like, he is so far down and he's going 150%. That was awesome. That was absolutely awesome. All right. So um wow, what a banger. And hats off to BR too, man. BR's a great player, and Loka just really, really made him work for it today. All right, J Card and Cold, hop in here, password 99. Jaws with the hydrate. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, Unicorn OP. Seal with the Carnage. We'll get you a Carnage. J Card says he never played. Come on, J Card. I need you to take these tournaments more seriously, buddy. All right, so we got J Card and Cold. J Card and Cold in the house right now. Update the scoreboard. We'll get Cold in here. We'll get this going. Minka, you got the vid? Yeah, the vid's no good, man. I'm like a ninja, dude. I still haven't gotten COVID. I'm the only one of my friends who hasn't gotten it yet. Berg, me and you, man. Ninja stuff. This is me as the mountain. I know, it's pretty cool. All right, I think we got both players in here. All right, guys, so we've already gotten 2 winners. Now we're moving on to J Card and Cold, then our Fish 89 and Java. Oh my God, Fish, $25? Oh my goodness, man. Sorry, I missed that. Fish, $25 donation. Oh my goodness gracious, man. You are too good to me. I absolutely appreciate it. All the money around here, guys. You put in $1, I put in $1. So that $25 is $50 going towards next month's prize pool. We're doing it again next month. We got a new map. We're going to hopefully just keep growing this. We're going to add another division. Doofus is sponsoring another division next month, a D5 division, which will be funny. But yeah, we got about 50 players this month. So hopefully about 60 next month, and we keep growing, because what's it all about, guys? What's it all about? It's about RA to the moon. It's about Red Alert 2 taking over the world. That's what it's all about. You guys want to check out that new link, ra2.info. I put that together. I'm going to compile slowly all of the Red Alert 2 content across the internet is going to be put into that one link. So if someone's like, oh, how do I play the game? Or someone's like, what's Jaz's channel? What's Doofus's channel? Where do I watch pro games? I'm going to put all of the links in that one thing. That's not there yet, but a lot of it's there. Anyway, ra2.info, all of the Red Alert 2 content around the internet, the best of it in one place, RA to the moon. All right, let's get it going. Cold in red, J card in yellow. Ba 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 ba. The upper cap. Oh, there's no cap. You can donate as much as you want. All right, Cold not deploying his MCV. Okay, so Cold with the delayed MCV move. So Berg and I have talked about this a little bit in our brainstorming sessions. The delayed MCV move. It's kind of a big move because no, I'm just kidding. Never delay deploying your MCV. There's absolutely no reason to do that. Don't do that. Fish, I appreciate it, buddy. You're supporting your own divisions. You got your own tournaments next month with $25. I really need to have like groups. It's like $25. It's like you are now the sole sponsor of a single division. Or maybe like I write your name on my forehead, like some of those Twitch girls. That probably wouldn't really work, right? That doesn't really make sense. All right, so let's get right into it here. We got J card in yellow in the right. We got Cold in red on the left. I'd say J card's like a probably traditional, like he's a pretty like good intermediate level player traditionally. J card doesn't really, I don't think he doesn't have much blitz experience or this map experience on this map. So he's been on the obviously been in the stream a little bit today. He knows what's going on, but Cold's a pretty tough for a free for all blitz player. He doesn't play much show matches, but he wins free for alls against pros. So he's definitely familiar with blitz. Pretty good player. J card's got one Rhino going on a solo quest topside. If he wouldn't have been spotted, I actually like this move in theory. Sending one Rhino up, breaking through this wall, and scouting the enemy's base. Because as a Soviet player, if you don't do that early on, it's really difficult to know what they're doing when they're pushing tech, etc. So I like that move from J card, if that's what he was doing. Fish division. There you go. Fish division. I like that. All right. So, but J card bringing out. So yeah, you see J card struggling a little bit on his build. So he's on 2 war factories with 3 oils. Doesn't obviously you can't really sustain that. But now he'll be okay. He's got his. Now he's on 5 oils. Should be good. Gonna go out there try to take out that sentry gun. And that split is dangerous right now. Giving up some rhinos from your main force is scary at this point. I like the conscripts on the top side. The conscripts are tricky, yes, so he's going to bring his... Oh, he's walling off the nuclear reactor. That's a funny counter. But brings up those dogs. Good counter. Okay, see it. Now the conscripts force him to build a sentry gun. That's good. That's annoying. It slows him down a little bit. Takes a little bit of money. Okay. So now let's see here. Pretty even on rhinos. Let's look at the macro here. J card's pushing the war factories, and he is sustaining it right now. So J card should be able to pull ahead on rhinos. Both players pumping fodder. Cold slightly ahead as Cold does. Yeah, J card's gonna stay ahead on war factories to stay ahead on rhinos. Might see if it's enough to give him enough of an advantage to go through the sentry guns. Yeah, both players decent amount of money now. Another paradrop coming. I'd like him to see. Yeah, I'd like to see this paradrop just to be used to scout. Wait, where did that paradrop go? Oh, here they go. Yeah, like I said, it's nice to get these players. Obviously, can't see each other's bases. It's nice to get a scout in if you can. But Cold counters that paradrop nicely. Ooh, and a nice split from J card here. Takes that nuclear reactor. That's a big move. Now you see. And Cold hadn't sold off his power plants, which is nice. So Cold probably isn't low power. You know, another power plant's not so bad, but Cold's going to push in here. J-Card's trying to scramble. He's behind on tanks. Oh, he needs to be pumping some sentry guns. He's on 7K. Where are the conscripts? Where are the sentry guns? Come on, J-Card. Stay alive, buddy. Here come the conscripts. A little late to the party, but they are out. We're not seeing a sentry gun. A radar now. He wants to bring a Deso. Is he going to switch to drones? What is the defensive move here from J-Card? And Cold likes what he's accomplished. He pulls back a little bit, but then comes back in for another bite to take out this other war factory. And that is going to be pretty tough for J-Card. That is going to be pretty tough for J-Card to come back from, which is unfortunate because That was a pretty close match there. Pretty close first point, honestly. J-Card had some nice moves, but Cole just had that Rhino advantage, which I feel like J-Card should have had. Cold was able to push well, and J-Card didn't use his defensive advantage. He didn't really pump the sentry guns, things like that. Cold was able to work around it, use his fodder well, and pull radically ahead on that tank engagement. And now you see Cold has an army on the top side. Cold has 3 armies the size of J-Card's single army, as he's now on 1 war factory, and Cold has 6. So J-Card, going to be going down in this first point, is best of 3. So we'll see if J-Card can recover, come into the next point, and make something happen. Oh, did someone redeem Carnage? I think it's a perfect time for Carnage, because this first point was Carnage. Let's get a Carnage out here. You guys ready for it? 3,000 Blitz tokens to redeem this. 3,000 Blitz tokens.
Spread the doom!
3,000 Blitz tokens. Every time I do, I just stare at the screen and smile because I think it's so funny. Carnage is what we're seeing right now from Cold. Cold OP, looking tough. J-Card going down swinging, though. Going down swinging. There was some windows of opportunity. We'll see if J-Card can go to the sidelines, discuss his game plan with himself, try to come out with something else. Obviously, we know Cold straight Rhino wars here, so hard to say what the counter is. TP with the voice change, and Cold builds a nuke. Yep. And like we saw, like we saw from Loka, never quit and blitz. There's a 10-minute timer. Make the other player convert. If it comes down to time, you never know. You never know. Poor J-Card. He's stuck behind his castle walls. There's a nuclear bomb coming, and like 50 rhinos. But J-Card has a Kirov. It's a super Kirov. It's gonna win the game. Oh, never mind. As soon as J-Card gets 1 Kirov, Cold gets 5 Kirovs. Oh my god, look at the Kirovs pouring out. The top of the war factory is not even closing. Oh my god. And J-Card pinched on the bridge, trying to hold the bridge desperately. Oh my god, this line of Kirovs is hilarious. This is amazing. Yeah, yellow's in trouble. That's a lot of Kirovs. What do you do against 12 Kirovs? Nothing. Roll over and die. Queen's Gambit style. You resign now. You resign now. J-Card says you stole my Kirov idea. Kirov train, that's right. Kirov train coming in. All right, so that first one coming up for Cold. And I gotta say, Cold looking like a beast right now. Looking like a beast. Tearing J-Card up. Sorry, J-Card. You didn't really get that torn up. I just wanted to use the dinosaur graphic, obviously. So, Cold as ice. Cold puts the first one on the board as we move into game number 2 now. Match point. Match point. It is best of 3. We're moving quick. I know what you guys are thinking, Ivor, after the tournament today, can we expect anything fun? Yes, you can. We got some bodyguard, we got some zombie, we've actually made new tweaks to the zombie map. We got all sorts of stuff in store here today. Open games for anyone who wants to play. Stick around. This tournament's moving pretty quick. Players showing up on time. I like it. We're in some good games, too. All right, let's see if J-Card can go back, come out with something new here. Cold's looking tough, though. Cold is an absolute force to be reckoned with right now. Also, remember, guys, crowd game, okay? Over on the right side. Okay, take a look on the right side of the screen here. Watch for it. Ready for it? Boom, you see Tanya? All right, that one doesn't count. That's a test. I'm going to randomly hit that. If you see the Tanya pop up, if you're the first person to say Tanya, you get a crowd point. At the end of the month, if you have the most crowd points, you get $10. $10. End of the month. So keep an eye on there. Don't watch the game. Just stare over to the right side. Try to win the crowd points. That's what it's all about around here. All right. Very, very similar builds. And you know, last time it was interesting. Actually, J-Card seemed like he was ahead. He was ahead on War Factories, but then did fall behind. He was splitting his tanks a little bit. I actually can't recall exactly how he got so far behind on Rhinos. I think Cole did a better job with his fodder. Be interesting. Roy compare. Ooh, I should have a robot explain crowd points to you with an exclamation mark. I want to make a note of that, Roy. For now, I'll do it. Crowd points. You get them for doing crowd games throughout the month. At the end of the month, the person with the most gets 10 bucks. Crowd control. I like it, Minka. I like it. All right. Okay. So Cold is able to get up there and get that nuclear reactor. Soviet versus Soviet. We know every little thing early on makes a difference. Trying to get slightly up on Rhinos. And the nuclear reactor is a good way to do that because you don't have to build as much power, obviously. So the flak track going to try to bust through this top side. Wow, that's going to take a while. Theoretically, it looks like, oh, it can break through that wall. That's hilarious. Yeah, these walls are a little different than regular walls. They're like kind of more like structures, obviously. They have health, which is kind of weird. But they look cool. All right, ooh, and J-Car decides to take a bite here while those Rhinos are away. Drives through and does take out quite a few conscripts as Cold brings Tesla troopers in. Ooh, but J-Car dives on that War Factory, and as he's doing that, and that's great. That's a great exchange for Cold. He's able to come in and sweep up those Rhinos. J-Card now forced to send another wave desperately on the bottom side. You call this a Hail Mary. No one wants to throw the Hail Mary. You throw the Hail Mary because you have to. And J-Card now in a very, very bad spot. Forced to bring out the drones. He needs a radar and some desos. Drones, desos, a prayer, and an enemy blunder. That's what J-Card needs. A massive enemy blunder. 3 blunders. Now he needs 3 blunders. Now Cold needs to blunder 4 times. Too aggressive, GG. Cold taking it home. Yeah, J-Card. Yep. Unfortunately, so J-Card was supposed to be in the lower division. He wasn't able to play the other day, so we put him up in this division. But yeah, he doesn't really play Blitz, so a little unfair to J-Card putting up against a player like Cold. But that's just how the cookie crumbled this time around. J-Card, we'll get you in the tournament next time. We'll get you up with some players of a closer skill level. Cold's looking tough though. But that's how these prelim matches go. Bit more skewed, although we've actually had some pretty good matches so far. But we got one more prelim match, then move into these semifinals. Knob and Local, is that spelled right? Loca. Anyway, Loca and Knob should be a really good match. Let's see this R-Fish and Java. R-Fish and Java. R-Fish, Java, password 99. Java's already in here. Java's hungry. So Java did play in the tournament the other day and didn't do super well, but we needed someone to fill in today. And also he says he was playing on his laptop the other day. So we'll see if he can make a difference here on his desktop. 99. Password 99. All right, final prelim match, then move into the semifinals. Try 99. Try it again. Maybe make sure. Maybe someone has another game with my name. I don't know. Crowd game. Crowd game. All right, here it is. First person to spot the unit and say the name. Taken home 1 crowd point. You guys ready for it? Who can see it? Find the unit, say the name. Find the unit, say the name. Wait, I don't even know if I can find the unit. This is a hard one. Oh, I see it. This is an easy one. Whoa! Artie! Artie OP. Artie got it before me. Oh my goodness gracious, Artie. And Berg was right behind him. Good job, guys. All right, ready for another one? Everyone get ready. Here's another one. No, not MCV, Roy. Local God. I'm saying Loca. I'm not going to call you local God. Unless you play like one, then I will. All right, this is going to be a hard one. You guys ready for it? Where we at? I'll show you where the last one is after this. All right, who's got it? Come on. Nope, not conscript. You can't just guess. You only get one guess each. There's no just guessing units. Roy, stop guessing units. Minka! Minka with the Kirov. All right, you guys ready for it? Here they are. There's the Kirov. See the Kirov? That was an easy one. The Terror Drone is pretty easy too. He's a big Terror Drone, but he blends pretty well. So there's the drone. All right, crowd games. March crowd games. So now we got Artie. Is your name already on here from last month? Oh, Artie now on 2 points. Artie's making a run for it. Minka. Here we go. Semifinals. Yeah, man. Blitz. I got some info for you. Check out this handy button. Boom. Those are all the Blitz mods. You should play Blitz, man. You can download these maps in my Discord. It's lots of fun. Join the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, all the answers to life. Join the Discord. Simple as that. And while I'm recklessly self-promoting myself, if you're watching this on YouTube, like, subscribe, drop a comment. Drop a comment on there. Let me know your favorite animal in the comments section. The algorithm doesn't know if the comments matter or not. It just loves comments. Like, subscribe, comment. It's free for you. Helps me immensely as I try to get Red Alert 2 to take over the world. All right, to the moon. That's what it's all about. All right, here we go. Knob in red on the right. Loca in yellow on the left. Loca using Allied. Loca got through his prelims on both times running out the clock. But he did have some really witty plays. Very clever plays. Hops in and grabs that engineer. Trades a Grizzly for that engineer. Not a terrible idea, but he does need to have a plan quickly to deal with these rhinos. Now, remember, these players have scouted each other. They know exactly what they're doing. And so if you want to, your exact strategy might not work when a player knows exactly what you're doing. So he takes the airport. Knob's not going to mess around with it anymore. He's just going to destroy the airport. So both players losing early engineers. Loca really trying to capture the tech. And again, it's difficult for an allied player. You capture it, but how are you going to hold it? There's already a lot of rhinos out. They go into that bunker. And again, we see Loca's strategy here. Loca likes to sacrifice war factories. Now you're thinking, Ivor, sacrificing war factories, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to you. But he did win both games. He probably lost 15 war factories in his prelim match. So, yeah, I don't know. It works for Loca. He sacrifices war factories. It's his thing. So bringing out the GGIs again. That's how we saw him counter the rhinos last time. It actually worked fairly well. Let's see if Knob can find an answer for it here as Loca is broke with no war factory. Broke with no war factory. Favorite animal is Yuri. Fair enough. Fair enough, Roy. Okay, so now out with the War Factory and brings out the AFC right away. And Loca, we've talked about this, economy management is so difficult. And for the allied player early on, you get your AFC, you try to do everything all at once. We've seen Loca really likes Prism Towers, but it's expensive. It's a very expensive endeavor. That forward barracks from Knob, that is meant to get Desos out to counter these infantry. But you see Loca has snipers out to counter the Desos. So both players doing a good job countering the other player's counter for their counters before they can counter it. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about in Blitz. All right, so Knob's going to try to, I was going to say, he doesn't have a ton of rhinos right now. I think Knob would like to improve his position. Both players' economy's not, well, Knob's economy is looking nice. Balancing right at about 1,000 is nice. Loca's broke. And so Loca going to send a couple guys up proactively on that top side. Ooh, and this demo truck, nice move from Knob. That should be able to get in there. Does get an elite GGI out of it, but he kind of needs like a prism tower or something. It's tricky. Those demo trucks can just keep punching in. Demo trucks are expensive, though. They are expensive. And so that cleared out enough for Nob to kind of push in here. I would like to see if Nob continues to push from this top side, Loka could juice these up. He's only got a couple infantry in these bunkers. These bunkers are crucial if your opponent makes the mistake of coming into this area, which players do often for whatever reason. Another demo truck coming. And so now a prism tower out. That prism tower has a bit of range, but still, yep. And those with the infantry going down, needs to get some infantry in those bunkers. Nob is trying to push through this front gate. Ooh, snipes it with the eagle. Big move. Nob looking tough, though. I really like this pressure that Nob's applying here. I always have to apologize because the people on YouTube get upset with me for being... It's funny, no one in Twitch ever gets upset with me for being biased, but on YouTube, people get upset with me, and it's like, I'm very obvious. I'm always cheering for the underdog. I'm always cheering for the person that I think is going to lose. If I'm cheering for you, it means I think you're going to lose. I hate to say it, but that's just the reality because I want a good match. I'm always cheering for the underdog. I want an upset. I want a comeback. Everyone wants a comeback. Already, people were getting upset on YouTube today. You and Jaz's match, people were like, why is he so biased towards Artie? I'm like, because Jaz is a beast, and Artie just started playing Blitz. It's hilarious. Obviously, I'm cheering for Artie. What am I going to cheer for Jaz? Come on, Jaz, crush Artie. I was like, Jaz knows. I cheer for Jaz. Everyone loves Jaz, but we got to cheer for the underdog. You got to cheer for the underdog. That was a good match, though, Artie and Jaz. That was a fun one. If you guys missed it, YouTube, good one. And Loka, again, is settling into this nice turtle shell, and again is delaying his death. And by doing so, buys himself the time to get the tech on the backside. He's got his eagles out. So Nob now out with the battle lab. Ooh, this is a nice paradrop. See how quickly he's able to respond. Sentry gun out. Okay, so Nob's able to counter that paradrop. Takes out the barracks. Yeah, the eagles... The eagle targets with only one AFC local. I would like to see... Okay, nice prism walk. Oh, this prism walk from Loka's nice. Loka has a few moves here. He could prism walk. He could battle lab and get prism tanks. He could double AFC. He could get more eagles out. Or he could... Ooh, but Loka or Nob does get his... So he snipes that battle lab, but he gets his Iron Curtain out first, which is unfortunate for Loka's position. The Iron Curtain's going to be devastating here. Loka needs to make a big move. If Loka can keep denying the battle lab, Loka could get a Navy out. A naval yard would be huge for Loka, get the aircraft carrier, and ultimately possibly win the game. Might be difficult to defend right now. He would probably have to prism walk a bit further out. And now we do see some prism tanks, and he's going to hide behind those prism towers, and a gap generator as well. The gap generator is a big move for the allied player here. So keep in mind, remember, Nob can no longer see Loka's position. He no longer knows what he's doing, what he's building. That's a good transition as we move into the late game here. At 7 minutes, about 4 minutes left in the game. RDOP. Oh, yep, here we go. So 7. Ooh, and he doesn't shield, so he snipes that Iron Curtain, and Nob needed that Iron Curtain. That was his chance. So Nob, I think, is going to just push in here now. Wait, what just happened to that nuclear reactor on the top? I missed it. What just happened to that nuclear reactor on the top side? So Nob is pushing in here. There's way too many mirages, and Loka is going to be able to counterpunch here nicely. Oh, but Loka's low power right now. Loka is low power. And so Nob does get his battle lab out. Is he gonna build? Yeah, and builds another war factory. And now here come the Eagles. Ooh, nuclear react. Oh, but takes the MCV before Nob can repack. And Nob calls GG with that MCV hit. How did that nuclear reactor on the top side go down? I missed that. Wow. Wow. That was a good one. That was a banger. That was a banger. No, the planes on the bottom. Ah, sentries. Got it. Yeah, because the planes, I was watching, the planes on the right side hit the Iron Curtain, and then all of a sudden the top side nuclear reactor went down. Wow. Wow. Loka, man, this is so interesting, this strategy from him. He, in the beginning of the game, it just looks so hopeless, but he's able to stay alive. He's broke. He sacrifices war factories. And somehow he's able to stay alive, defending himself with GGIs and infantry, and just barely hang in there until he pushes the tech. He gets the eagles. He builds up his prism turtle shell and destroys the enemy. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's very interesting to see. So I feel like as the Soviet player against Loka, you got to be looking to end things early. But his infantry are annoying. Maybe an early Deso, but then Loka counters with snipers. I'm not exactly sure. You know, it's interesting too because Loka's not choosing to super turtle early on. He does build out still. You know, he could just build behind his walls. He does build out, put himself in these vulnerable positions, sacrifices his war factories, does take that airport on the bottom side. Again, I don't think he'll be able to hold it. It'd be nice to get even one free paradrop would be nice. These GIs are so strong on this map. Yeah, dreadnoughts, if you can push, that's interesting. Yeah, I think generally speaking, when you have a successfully turtling allied player, the Soviet player needs to push tech. And so I think it's tempting. It's hard to say. If you can't push early with the Rhinos, which Loka has proven he's going to defend very well, so then the Soviet player needs to be looking to push super early tech, and people don't expect that from Soviet. But, you know, you pump your early oils. Oh, and now Loka being the aggressor with 5 Grizzly tanks. Doesn't make any sense to me, but nothing makes sense that he's doing. So hats off to him, Loka. Keep it rolling, buddy. So does force the sell on that nuclear reactor. That's a good move from Nob. Yeah, and so yeah, I would say if Nob, and so Nob's Rhinos aren't going to be able to get it done here. Gets in range of that bunker. And so Nob has to seriously be considering early tech. And Nob is a Rhino war player. He wants 8 war factories, he wants 1,000 rhinos, he wants 100 dogs. That's what he wants. But I don't think it's working against Loka, so I'd be tempted to have this to see the Soviet player here push early tech, take control of the water, take advantage of their map control, get the naval yard, get the Iron Curtain early, and try to push like that. Yeah, this is pretty juicy if Nob could get in the top side here. Yeah, the GTI is a good tactic. We don't see it very often. It's working well. All right, okay. And so again, we see the Prism Towers out now from Loka, and we see Loka just broke. Just dead-ass broke. Doesn't care. He'll sacrifice a war factory while he's broke. Doesn't matter. Loka's playing chess, man. We're all playing checkers. We don't understand his strategy because we can't understand his strategy. Love it, love it, love it. All right, and nice, yeah, good use of the paradrop. These free units are so nice early on, especially when you're broke. Ooh, tries to Deso Bomb. Whoa. That Deso Bomb move from Nob was a good idea, and it would have got a lot done. We'll see if Nob... So now these Prism Towers are a good counter for... ooh, getting in range of those towers. These Prism Towers are a good counter for a Demo Truck. They should be able to outrange nicely. The Demo Truck worked pretty well last time. But again, we see Nob. Nob's going straight Rhino Wars, man. He just wants the Rhinos. Ride or die for Nob, man. Rhinos or bust. And this is... You know, usually Nob is in a worse position. Usually Nob has overcome even more to get here. Nob just super comfortably got his Battle Lab. His AFC is now out. He can try to control. We see a Battle Lab from Nob, but here we go. Only takes 3 Eagles. No anti-air here. So Loka's just going to keep denying this Battle Lab, and that's exactly what he has to do. Battle Lab out from Loka. Loka can start pumping. He's got his Gap Generator. Loka's looking tough right now. Loka's looking really, really, really tough. And this position, I think, is only going to get worse for Nob. What can Nob do here? It's tough. It starts with anti-air. Probably he could... He's broke, too. And now the Prism Tank out. Yeah, what can Nob do? Hail Mary the top side, I guess. A lot of Loka's defenses are not mobile. These infantry are not mobile. These towers, obviously. So Nob's going to try to push it on the top side, get a big chain reaction. You're trying to... And that's massive. He could pull out now. He could pull back out. That was a massive hit. He could just take that and run, but honestly, this push isn't terrible. And it's hard to say. It's like Nob doesn't. It's not a good idea to push here, but waiting isn't a good idea either because he's got these. He's gonna keep pushing Prism Tanks and Mirages. But Loka's broke. Loka's dead ass broke right now and has. Oh my God, Loka only has 1 oil. So Nob is gonna push here, and let's see how quickly Loka's able to pull back his infantry to defend. Loka's gonna lose his MCV. Oh, so Nob wanted the MCV. So Nob took the MCV. Loka's stuck on 1 oil. You gotta be careful with these. We gotta be careful with the Eagles, man, because you're not gonna get any more after this. Can he get the MCV? He does get the MCV. Oh my God. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. So Loka has 6 Eagles. He's got the tech. He's got the War Factory. The problem is he only has 2 oils. So Nob has a Battle Lab, no MCV, no Iron Curtain. Wow, this is a weird position. This is and so Loka needs to keep picking targets with these Eagles, and he cannot lose them. And Nob needs to get some anti-air out. Nob's on 7K. He needs to deny these Eagles. These Eagles are going to pick him apart. Snipes that barracks. But Nob does have another barracks. And so Nob going to take advantage of his tech. And Loka sneaking in here with this Prism Tank. Going to get a nice hit here on that Oil Derrick. And here comes Nob on the top side again with a lot of Rhinos. And I'm not sure if Nob attacks from the right side. This is a lot of Rhinos. It's a lot of Rhinos right now. And these Kurovs, the GGIs are countering the Kurovs decently, but it's an unfortunate position here as Nob is storming in. And that was a great move from Nob. Loka had everything going for him, but Nob saw the opening on this top side, came in, got that massive chain reaction, and Loka going in with a nice counter punch, taking out a few buildings on the top side. Oh my God, could he get this barracks? He does get another barracks out of him, but Nob has so many Rhinos right now, and Loka is dead broke. Trying to get this, does get that Kurov. Ooh, needs to target this Kurov before he loses his GGIs. And the Eagles coming in. And so Nob doesn't have a... Oh my God! Nob doesn't have a War Factory now! Oh my God! Oh my God! Nob doesn't... Wow, this game has swung so many ways. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh. Wow. Wow. That was a banger. That was a banger. Whoa. Oh my God. I am giddy right now. Okay, that match swung. There was so many times where I would have confidently told you one of the players was going to win. Wow. I was convinced. I was like, well, there's nothing Nob can do. And I was like, oh my God, oh, there's nothing Loka can do. Oh my God, there's nothing Nob can do. There's nothing Loka can do. And Loka had no money and just was able to get it done with those Eagles and able to resist those Rhinos. And hats off to both players, man. Not really any blunders. Like some, yeah, little mistakes, things they could have done differently, but not, it's amazing to see so many swings without definite blunders. Like both players were making good moves and the other player just kept countering with a better one. Damn, that was an absolute treat. That was an absolute treat. Loka and Nob, hats off to you guys for entertaining the shit out of me today. I love it. I love it. All right. Java and Cold in here for the other semifinal. Loka's going on to the championship. Cold and Java, winner of that, going on to play Loka. After that, guys, stick around. We're going to run some free-for-alls. We're going to run some Zombie, some Big Betty, cash going out, open games anyone can play. All right, let's keep it moving here. Java in yellow. Cold in red. Some first-time chatters in the house. Love that. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Cold in red, Java in yellow. Yeah, when Loka lost those oils, that was early on, too. Yeah, what a twist. And then a twist on top of a twist with another twist. It was insane. It was absolutely insane. What a banger, guys. All right, quick reminder. Again, guys, Loka just won going on to the championship. If you missed it, check it out. I'll have the highlight up after this. Cold and Java now also in the semifinal going on. Winners playing for the championship. It's going to be a banger, too. Loka is super entertaining player. The winner of this taking home $15 and moving on to the D1 tournament next weekend. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. I'm excited. You guys are excited. Let's go. Let's go, boys. More blitz action. All right, all right. Here we go, guys. We got Java in yellow on the left, Cold in red on the right. So this is an interesting move. Did you guys see what just happened on the right side there? He built a bunker and then sold it. And the reason he did that is you build the bunker so that you can stretch, it reveals the map, and then you can build your barracks further. So it's an interesting move if you want map control and you want to be able to build out further. I'm not sure how valuable it is because at 30 seconds these oils are pre-captured. So I don't know. You can already almost build there, but bunkers are cheap. Once you sell them, you don't lose much. But anyway, Cold very clearly dialed in on this build. Very clearly has played the map. Wants to take home this tournament, playing very seriously. Java. Java also playing pretty good here. Java's prelim match, yeah, I mean, we didn't get a very good look at Java. Fish was hanging and banging, but probably should have been in a lower division. So we don't know exactly what Java has up his sleeve, but certainly seems to understand things well. So let's see if he can try to counter Cold, because Cold's a top level player. Been playing quite a bit of blitz in free for alls. He takes home some money every month, and yeah, just has a good firm understanding of traditional Rhino wars. Fish, another $25. Little fish and big fish division. Oh my goodness gracious, man. Another $25 from Fish. Like I said, man, money comes in, I double it. That $25 is now $50. All of this going to the tournament next month. We're going to have another map. We're getting another batch of players. We're adding 2 new divisions for Fish. So we'll have probably 7 divisions next month. All levels of players. If you guys want to play, be sure to join the Discord. Come play. Regardless of how good you are, there's cash prizes. It's fun. We'll get you in a division with players your own level, hopefully. And yeah, the more the merrier, man. RA to the moon, taking over the world. All right. Good little engagement here. Able to deny that airport, which is nice. Yeah, you don't want to be giving people free units, especially, we've talked about conscripts are valuable on this map. So denying that airport's nice. Let's see if, ooh, is Java going to walk right into this nuclear reactor? And Cold does not have the top. Oh, there's a sentry gun. I can't see it. There is a sentry gun right here defending the nuclear reactor. Yeah, Cold really wants to defend this nuclear reactor. That can give a nice little tip in these Soviet versus Soviet matches. So how's this build going here? So we do see, oh, it's a little sentry war on the top side. That's funny. But now, unfortunately, Java is in range, has that oil in range. Could chain react. No, it won't chain react. That's not so bad. Okay, so Cold on 4 war factories now. Yeah, Java pretty far behind right now. He's behind on tanks, and he's going to get more behind on tanks. Both players' economies rolling flush, but Cold on 5 war factories. Lot of rhinos here. So now we see the radar out from Java. Java's going to try to get a Desolator in here. Doofus with the biddies. Look at all these people cheering for Doofus's biddies. Thanks for the biddies, Doofus. Doofus, we're running some zombie today. Here's the thing, Doofus. It's a new zombie map, so you have to replay it today because it's a new format. So your high score has a big asterisk next to it because the new map. It's a new map. It's different. It's a different timing format. So we got to see you. You got to come in and try to set a high score today, Doofus. Reigning champion, but it's an old version. You know, it's like when the Patriots went undefeated, but they deflated the football. It's kind of like that. All right. That's an American football reference. I don't expect you guys to understand it. Okay, so this flak track trying to break through the top side, I don't know why, but I like where his head's at. Again, it's nice if you can send one unit up here, break through the wall, and then scout the enemy base. I really like that. Unfortunately, this position's going to go from bad to worse because this is so many rhinos. Oh my god. The rhinos pouring through right now, going right through the front gate. The behind enemy lines now. Just going to start clicking buildings, and I don't think Java has much to answer with. Ooh, but does get those Desos in, but yeah, loses the MCV, loses pretty much everything, and that's going to be GG. Yeah, Java hanging out, but Java, you know, looking decent, but Cold's looking super, super tough here. And if Java can bring something out, you know, obviously maybe Java can pull something out of his sleeve here. But ultimately, man, I think we're probably going to see Cold and Loka in the championship, and it's going to be a banger. Soviet versus Allied match, championship coming up right after this. But you never know. Don't count Java out yet. Java's hanging and banging. He's making it happen. First point to Cold. Match point now. Best of 3. Let's get right back into it. Doofus wants the asterisk. All right, but I do want to see you on the new map, Doofus. You're the champ, man. And I got Doofus's new scoreboard set up. It's really cool. I'm not gonna spoil it. You guys got to hang out. Zombies after this. If you don't know what Zombies is, you're gonna find out. The coolest new thing in the Red Alert 2 universe. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Coming up after the tournament. All right. So Java now on the right, Cold on the left. So it's hard if you're gonna in Rhino Wars. Yeah. I mean, in Rhino Wars, it's tough. I mean, if you're playing an opponent who's better at Rhino Wars, trying to beat them at Rhino Wars, it's difficult, man. It's really, really difficult. But it's also difficult to resist. So I don't know. It's hard to say what Java's strategies could be here. Maybe tries to play more defensive and get his Iron Curtain out and stuff. But knowing Java, what I've seen him play, he's a Rhino player as well. So I think he's going to come at him head on again and just try to play it differently. Try to maybe get his build order a little bit better and just try to beat him at his own game. Does get a drone in, which is nice. And another drone. A couple early drones here, but Cold is going to take that nuclear reactor. More biddies. So much money today. That's what it takes to keep the lights on around here, boys and gals. I always appreciate the support. More money going back to the players gives us more players, more matches, more content, more power to take over the world. So Java's up on Rhinos. Cold with that nuclear reactor is nice. Java has a lot of power plants. It seems like 3 power plants seems a little. Oh, you never know. Cold's looking tough though. That's right. Yeah. So nice. So Cold controlling both tech here. These free conscripts are always nice. Good little fodder here. See what Java looks to do. So now Java up on war factories as well, and he does have the money for it. So Java should be able to continue his position here. He should be able to increase his Rhino position. The question is, what can he do with it? You see Cold is looking a bit defensive here with a proactive sentry gun, some conscripts ready to defend. It looks like he realizes he's behind. And so Cold is opting for super heavy money. Look at this now. 7, 2, 4, 8 oils out for Cold before a second war factory. But a battle lab out from Java. Now, more oils isn't necessarily better. You know, you want to just have enough money. You want to just have enough money to do whatever you want. That's really what it's all about, to be building whatever you need to be building. So Java has less money in the bank, but Java's pushing tech. Java out now with a Kirov. Cold now going to be forced to switch over to anti-air. See how quickly he can do that. So 1 flak out now. Ooh, but conscript's bottom side. Oh, he does see that. So Desolator heading down to handle that paradrop on the bottom right. So we do see a Boris and we see a Kirov. And he's going to go right in on the flax. But yeah, very nice counter there from Cold. Got those flax out early. Didn't get much out of that Kirov. Oh, can the Boris shoot up a cliff? Whoa, Boris OP. Yeah, Boris OP. That's a nice use of that Boris. Boris on these small maps is really, really nice, man. It's easy to protect. Ooh, droned. Okay, good. Man, we might see ourselves at Game 3 here. Java's putting it on, man. I love it. I'm not really sure what happened Game 1 to Game 2 because, Cold was looking so tough the first game, but I love it from Java. He didn't get tilted. Hats off to him. Demo truck. Nice move here. Where's this demo truck going? Demo truck sends out one Rhino, try to hit that demo. Okay, so nice. Handles that demo nicely. So using this Boris to clean out the defensive structures, no fodder from Java. Java now on 7K. Cold on 23K. Both these players are rich. Oh my goodness gracious. And now a Kirov out from Cold, and now it's Java's turn to scramble the flak. See how quickly he can do it. I'd like to see him just leave a Deso on down in the bottom right. It's stressing me out that he has to run down there every time. Flak's out to counter. Both players on Iron Curtains. Java will get the first hit with the Iron Curtain, and that could determine this game. But this Kirov going to get more done. So Java did counter that Kirov worse than his was countered, obviously. But loses a War Factory and a Barracks. Java with plenty of money, not a huge deal. Both players right now need to be building on all 4 tabs. Someone could be pushing the water. The Barracks should be pouring out units. There's no reason. You should have endless fodder right now. Realistically, they're going to get melted by the Desos, but who cares? Especially Cold on 30K right now. And now Cold out with his own Boris, giving him both players like just playing each other's game, exchanging strategies basically. Really funny to see. Nuke, and now a nuke out from Java. Very interesting position for it. Maybe didn't have, honestly, might not have room behind his walls. And so you see Java a bit difficult to deal with these Desos. Doesn't want to push in too much. And I love this from Cold. Cold is managing his Desos so well right now. And Java blocked himself in with that nuke reactor. Oh, but uses the Iron Curtain, but still going to take... So he's forced to use his Iron Curtain defensively. He's going to go after Cold's army, I think. And Cold's army is defended. Cold uses his own Iron Curtain. So now Java's on the run. Oh my god, oh my god. And that Deso on the backside. And like we said there, the Iron Curtains were going to determine the game, and I think they just did. So, hats off to Cold. Cold forced Java to use his Iron Curtain out of position thanks to that Desolator. Unfortunately, Java had pinned himself in with the nuclear silo. Now Java out with his own Desos trying to slow down these Rhinos, and Cold is taking a lot of damage right now, but nothing back here to defend himself. No units really, and Cold is just going to keep pouring in. Big chain reaction from Cold. And yeah, so Java was forced to use his Iron Curtain defensively, and then Cold is able to respond, use his own Iron Curtain, come out on top in that exchange. And now Java in a pretty tight spot, but you know, hey, let it come down to the clock. Java should make Cold work for it here. He will be getting another Iron Curtain very shortly. Yeah, stay alive, make your opponent convert the position. Maybe it comes down to the clock and you get lucky, you never know. But there is a nuke coming. And the nuke will go before the game timer goes. There is enough time for the nuke to hit. Oh, sorry, my super weapon's not showing it, but there is a nuke out, obviously. Cold has a nuke coming in 8 game minutes. Wow. So yeah, so you see Java switching over to defensive position. Desos, drones. Just going to try to slow things down, but unfortunately this nuke is going to pretty much GG it out. But like we said, hey, let it run down. This was a very fast game, though. We're only at 7 minutes. Ooh, Iron Curtains the drones. And so Cold is hiding his Rhinos in top left, which I'm not sure why, but it did work because those drones didn't get in. Not sure if he had that scouted or not. So now the Kirov's going to come pouring out here. Oh my god, look at the Kirovs. Kirov's just pouring out. Oh my god. So many Kirovs. Scrambling the flak, but yeah, gonna be pretty difficult to stay alive here. The Kirov train. Oh, and then he ICs the drones. Should be targeting the flak. Yep, he's gonna IC the drones, target the flak. Pro move. Well played by Cold. Hats off to both players, though. Putting on a show here. 12 wars. 12 war factories. That's what 12 war factories looks like, boys. And the industrial plant. Now we have Cold versus Loka in the championship. I am giddy about this one. I'm giddy about this one. This one will be a banger. Scariest thing I've ever seen. Yeah, that's a pretty heavy Pretty difficult. Pretty difficult. Just trying to hang on, but again, I mean, it's another minute and a half left, so yep, not going to be able to run this one down to the time. And Cold comes out on top, and the nuke's coming. Blast the nuke. Java builds a flak cannon. And Cold takes that one home. But yeah, well played, well played. Cold looking tough. I'm really excited about this championship. All right, so Loka, hop on in. Oh. Cold versus Loka in the championship. Winner of this taking home $15. Moving on to the D1 bracket. You win through the D1 bracket, $25. And you move on to the semi-pro bracket. Now you win the semi-pro bracket. Now you're a pro blitz player. Pros this month, end of the month, going to be pretty fun. We got some big names. Hopefully, these are all hypothetical. The pros, you kind of can't really ask them more than a week in advance. But hopefully it's Marco Kean, Quas legend Luke Zane. And then possibly 2 semi-pro players. I'm not sure. Right now, these 6 players are like kind of in their own class right now. So it's a bit tricky. But anyway, got some big names in semi-pro as well. So going to be a good month. Loka versus Cold championship match. Best of 5. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Championship. Cold in red, Loka in yellow, and it's so fun to see So versus Allied. Oh my goodness gracious, what a treat. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not just another round of the Blitz World Series. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. It's the championship. Cold in red on the right, Loka in yellow on the left. Any of you guys who missed these earlier matches, Loka is a scrappy, savvy, multiple-use allied player who likes to scrape by in the beginning of the game, broke by sacrificing war factories and defending himself with GGIs. Cold is a tried and true die-hard Rhino War, Rhino or bust player, ride or die Rhino player. I use like 3 different metaphors there that were the exact same. Ride or die Rhino player is what Cold is. So we're going to see a mass of Rhinos. We're going to see Loka resisting. Make sure these guys know best of 5. So this one is best of 5 for the championship. Loka gets up there and takes the tech. Won't be able to hold it, but he does it every game anyway, and it got him here. So Loka, keep doing what you're doing, buddy. Oh, hype tank. I feel like someone redeemed a hype tank and I didn't use it. We'll get a hype tank for the championship. Whoa, what's up with my hype tank? Why is it being weird? I got my layers messed up. All right, hype tank was just what we needed. We're feeling good. We're feeling good. All right. So, obviously, both players have been in the stream. All the matches have been today, so they've been watching them. They know what the other player's doing, and so it'll be interesting to see what they bring out with counters. I mean, playing Loka the first time would be very confusing. He's a very odd player. But now that you know what he's doing, what's the strategy? Okay, so here's the thing. I love this from the Soviet player. In the early game, when they don't have the Grizzlies to prevent it, you should just destroy all of these walls. You should just destroy all the walls. Just landscape this whole section of the map so that the allied player can't turtle, you know? Clear them out so that late game you can pour in. If it's just one gate, you kind of bottleneck. You give it a defender an advantage. So I'd like to see him just clear those out. You know, no reason not to. So yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting position. The Frakes with the follow. Appreciate the follow, buddy. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know, like, Cold, I mean, Cold, I know what Cold's gonna do. I'm not sure exactly what he should do. I think Cold could mass rhinos and bring some splits maybe. Maybe, you know, get these walls down on the top side, kind of work. But you don't want to attack from here. Certainly don't come here. You want to attack from up here. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. You'd like to get something done early game against a player like Loka. Try not to let him just get a really comfortable build, get his economy rolling. But unfortunately, it looks like we're going to see that. Both players just kind of sitting back a little bit. It'll be interesting to see. I think Cold, the Iron Curtain is huge. The Iron Curtain, an early Iron Curtain, I think is a key victory for a Soviet player against a player like Loka. So we'll see what that looks like. Awesome, man. Glad you like the YouTube videos, buddy. Glad you made it over to Twitch. Much more interactive because now I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you live, man. Twitch is a party. All you guys on YouTube, come hang out. But still watch the videos on YouTube because it's all part of Red Alert 2 taking over the world. We need YouTube and Twitch. No, these two aren't in the stream. It's called stream sniping. It is incredibly frowned upon. There's also a delay on the stream. So the players, so that's what the idea of the way to combat stream sniping is you put a delay so everything's a little bit later, but it's not allowed. Watching the stream while you're playing is not allowed. That's absolutely right, Frakes. That is absolutely right. A hype Kirov. Ooh, digital. Why don't we have a hype Kirov? There should be a Kirov that floats across the screen. That's a good idea, man. I'm going to add that to the list. Hype Kirov. Oh, missing stuff because I'm too worried about the hype Kirov. All right, going to push in here now. So you see Loka pulls back. He's going to bait that War Factory. He likes to sacrifice War Factories. It's his thing. He does get a Prism Tank out. Oh, needs to... not able to protect that Prism Tank. All of his Grizzlies are smoking. Oh, God. And so those bunkers aren't fully juiced up. And so Cold comes right through the front gates. But look at these bunkers. Only one GI in each. If those would have been juiced up, he would have never made it through. He does get through and takes the MCV. And Loka without a War Factory. But don't count him out yet. Loka... I don't know. He's come back from worse in this tournament today. In the last hour, I've seen this kid come back from worse. So you never really know. But this situation is looking pretty unfortunate in this first point for Loka. And it was really well played by Cold. He saw an opening here. He punched right through the gates. And again, both of these structures can be garrisoned. These are 4 structures here. If you juice these up, they will melt tanks. But Cold was able to assess the situation, push through the defensive position, dive on the MCV. He made a good calculation and a right move, and he was rewarded for it. And now he's able to sit back, tech up. He's got his battle lab out. Loka can just kind of keep trying to knock him down on tech with the Eagles. And Loka's got to be trying to run out the clock and win on time. Unfortunately, oh my God, Loka just stole the nuclear reactor. That's hilarious. The problem is that Loka's got about 5 minutes left in this game. So it'd be very, very difficult for Loka to hang on here. Cold can kind of just take his time, get rolling here, build 1,000 Kirovs. Oh, Rocky, nice little group of Rockies as well. What we need gonna dive on that oil. So that was a good 1-2 punch with that oil, Derek. Takes a War Factory with it, but Cold's got a lot of War Factories and a lot of oil. I think Loka has a Navy SEAL somewhere. Yeah, there's a Navy SEAL down here. No, doing some work with these. Takes out a couple more War Factories. Doing some work. But as long as Cold has an MCV, it's going to be very difficult. But Loka's making him work for it. It is best of 5. And like we said, Loka's come back from worse. There's no Chrono Legionnaires in Blitz. Yeah, the backdoor seal, but it looks like Cold's expecting the backdoor seal. That's a trick play you only get away with once in a tournament. It looks like Cold's got pretty prepared for that. Okay, so now GI's on the top side. Gonna go in again, but there's a lot of flak tracks there. Oh, but gonna try to dive on the MCV. Not gonna get it. Really good counter from Cold there, but he needs to get rid of that MCV. As long as he's against an MCV and 5 minutes left in the game, it's gonna be a tough position. Yeah, and he's not going to let a Navy SEAL through, that's for sure. Man, Loka is scrappy, man. Even when he's backed into a corner, getting punched in the face, he's still throwing. I love it. He steals... Loka stole the nuclear reactor and the airport. That's hilarious. He doesn't have anything, and he's running around with engineers stealing stuff. Tries to do another little in and out with the Rockies again. Doesn't get it. Yeah, let it come down to time. Let the timer decide. If Loka can hang out, that'll be good for him. You never know on points. The Chrono Legionnaire was replaced by a Chrono Tower. There is a defensive structure that's a tower. We have a defensive structure that's a Chrono Tower that can only attack oils. But both sides can build it. And it's to prevent players from building oils into each other's bases, which was kind of breaking the game. So Cold steals back the nuclear reactor. This is like some Cold War stuff. Like, neither player's really attacking. They just keep like cheap shotting each other and stealing each other's tech. That's a 2-minute warning though. I think this one's gonna come down to time. See, now it's tricky for Cold. He doesn't want to roll in if he's not confident in it, because he'd give up a lot of points if he does. Now, has Loka juiced these up yet? Loka, juice up the towers, buddy. Oh, the flak tracks. Ooh, I think that was a misclick. Oh, it was a Deso Bomb. Nice. Deso Bomb from Cold. The perfect play. What is the play? Deso Bomb's the play. He's going to roll right in. Ooh, Loka was gapped up too, so that might have been some of the hesitation. Ooh, but some pathing issues here. Nice force shield, but not going to matter. Loka pulling everything out, trying to get the clock to run out, but Cold does have enough time here to click the buildings, close this one out, and take home point number 1. V3, yeah, the V3s could have been good. Power plant's the last building. 1 point on the board for Cold. Yeah, so that was actually a really even game. Honestly, Cold made a really good move. He dove on that MCV. He barely got it, but it was the perfect move, and Cold wasn't able to recover. It was too early in the game to lose an MCV. Cold was able to resist the counter punches from Loka. Was able to come out on top, take home that first point. Cold's looking tough. Cold is looking tough. And again, guys, we're going to get some fun games right after this. Crowd games, anyone can come play. Do some free-for-all. We're going to do some zombie. Going to be a real treat. So stick around. You guys want to play? Get your client loaded up right after the championship. We're going to get right into the fun. All right, so Loka now in yellow on the right. Cold and red on the left. And again, guys, I mean, so here's the thing. As an allied player, GIs are expensive. So it's not like right away you don't want to send 20 GIs into these. They're expensive. I don't blame you. But as a Soviet player, you should, because conscripts are so cheap. And honestly, as an allied player, once you get into a defensive position, you should really consider it. Because these things, it's just massive. The damage is massive from these. Also, I think the towers are probably a better move. I think they have a better range on an attacking opponent. It's probably good to take both of them. A lot of players don't know they can take these, though. They forget they can take the towers. It's not a very common structure. All right, so Cold going to hop up there, take the tech. Loka is able to get the paradrop on the bottom side. Loka now with the nuclear reactor. I don't know how Loka's able to survive early on against the Soviet players. He seems to be so sloppy with his Grizzlies, and like chasing rhinos around with Grizzlies into sentry guns. But like I said, you don't question people in the championship. Whatever's Loka's cooking, man, it's selling. So I like it. Keep rolling with it, buddy. Put on a show for us. It is best of 5. Best of 5. A little bit more time in the championship for these players to react and put on a show for us. Kian with the hype. I'll tell you what, whoever gifted that sub to Kian, that was a very good use of money. Because Kian gets a lot of mileage out of the hype emojis. Legend. I want some legend emojis. I'm just going to start giving out legend emojis to my subs. Kian, oh my god. Loka wants this airport so bad, not able to get it. Not able to get it. All right, so good map control from Cold here, able to control both tech, kind of posturing up in the center, and gonna just kind of now you see him just kind of edging around, just containing Loka. And you know, in Blitz in general, that makes the position that much more difficult to deal with. And again, Cold opening up that back door. I don't think, but again, why not just destroy 5 or 6 pieces and just make it big so that if you ever do want to hit, you can pour right in instead of the bottleneck. These walls are a weird mechanic, though. A lot of these players have been playing the game for a long time, and it's very odd to have these walls. You know, it's not something a lot of players consider having their meta. And Colt's just going to push right into those pillboxes, and now we see a... Ooh, Conscript's on the bottom side. Let's see how quickly Loka can respond to this paradrop. Yeah, these rhinos are looking pretty devastating, and but again, Cold is gonna attack right through the center. You know, you could juice up the towers, could juice them up. Yeah, he likes risk. He likes to group up his oils. He likes it. It's actually interesting to not build towards the top side because he's too worried about the rhinos coming through up there. So he's gonna build them all down here. And then just hope he can protect it. I mean, this is a pretty well-protected area against a Soviet player. Now, if against an Allied player, you'd never want to do this. The Eagles would hit him. But against a Soviet player, you can kind of turtle like that. It's just risky if anyone ever gets in. Oh, he tried to target that demo truck while it was behind. So Prism Tower's out. And again, Loka's broke. But Loka's always broke. Loka likes being broke. Demo truck coming, pulls back the units. Yeah, Prism Towers are a good counter. And now we do see Cold get some tech going now with his Battle Lab. See what he starts rolling out here. Possibly Kirov's. Yeah, both players pretty broke though. Ooh, and Cold's just gonna roll right through here. Yep, and again, right through the front gate. And again, guys, the GIs in these towers would have melted these tanks. Is able to die for the MCV. No barracks, no war factory, GG. Yep. Cold looking tough. King Cold, I like that, I like that. Yeah, Cold OP. So Cold puts another one on the board. Loka's gonna have to mix things up here if he wants to make a comeback, put on a bit of a show for us. But I mean, if you got any of you guys who missed the semifinal match, Loka's a showman. He's got some tricks up his sleeve. So let's see what he can bring here. And not quitting out. I like that. Heart of a warrior. Never give up. Never surrender. But yeah, I think it just goes without being said that Cold's in beast mode. Cold is looking like a beast right now. Buddy. Loka. It's best of 5. This happens from time to time. Don't worry. We'll get him back. He thought the dinosaur was real. All right, Loka's back. Loka's back. Yeah, you guys, I mean, I've said it, I've explained it probably 300 times this tournament, but it's pretty difficult. It's pretty difficult to rank players until they've played. Loka did play last tournament, or Cold did play last tournament, I think. I forget how Cold did last tournament, actually. It's difficult to know, but yeah, I mean, the idea is that as we do these tournaments, they'll get more competitive. So, like, Cold will move up. You know, Loka, like, that's the idea, is that if you get crushed in a division, you go down. If you crush in a division, you go up. So, you know, over time, as we know these players more, but it's difficult early on to kind of anticipate how things are going to be when you don't know a lot of players or how they're going to do and da-da-da. So, anyway, Cold's looking pretty tough. Cold's actually, yeah, we'll see how Cold does in D1. Cold, yeah, Cold... This division played about right, except a couple guys. Yeah, there's a couple guys that'll go lower and a couple guys that'll go higher, but that'll happen with each division. And month by month, we'll just slowly distill this down because obviously um, the number one priority is competitive games, and that's one thing I've learned with these divisions. You know, a lot of people think like, oh, I only want to watch pros, or I just want to watch Kian and Legend play all the time. Obviously, we all love Kian and Legend, but I will say, generally speaking, competitive games of any level is pretty fun. Like even players that aren't that good at Blitz, if it's competitive, if they're on the same level, it can be very, very entertaining. So that's what it's all about with having so many different divisions, is trying to get people grouped up, but there's just some growing pains with it. So month by month, we'll slowly hone it in. Hone it in for you guys. Your entertainment, priority number one. So let's see what Loka can bring here. He said, give me a second. He took a couple minutes there to breathe, to meditate, to consider his options. Hopefully put on a bit of a show for us. We need a comeback. Can we give him a lucky unicorn? We'll give a lucky unicorn to Loka. Oh, the lucky unicorn's so far from his name, I'm not sure if it'll work. Well, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Yeah, he needs to tech a little bit earlier. His economy's in shambles. That's the problem. He's just always broke. Okay, okay. Yeah. Nice little dance on the top side. Oh, does get that engineer in. I don't know why he takes it if he can't defend it, but like I said, no sense in questioning the madness of Loka because it has worked before. Balth in the house.
I am happy you are here.
That's right, Robot. Thanks for welcoming Balth for us. Yeah, so again, you see Loka going to build down to this bottom side to try to protect himself from this top side. The top side obviously more vulnerable. Wants to put his back to the water. He'll pile up the oils and just hope he can keep him out. A lot of preemptive pillboxes here. We're not seeing as many GGIs. Those early games, Loka built a lot of GGIs. We're not seeing as much of them. Alright, so Loka, okay, so now 4 oils, brings out the AFC. See if you can resist this early Rhino pressure. The Rhino's now going to go through the top side. Loka trying to scramble to get over there. And we've seen Cold do this. He knocks down the walls. He doesn't always pour through, but he doesn't have it scouted, obviously, so he doesn't know what's there. But just going to open up that backside so he has a way to get through. Yep, and again, we see Cold just kind of edging around, controlling the map. He has the airport, he has the nuclear reactor. He's just going to keep containing Loka. And so Loka's going to go double AFC. Not a terrible move, but he's broke. And yeah, he is broke. So now Loka's got snipers to try to back his infantry to prevent the Deso from wiping him out, and a tank destroyer. Tank destroyers in a defensive position aren't so bad actually. They you know, they can't drive and shoot, so they have issues in the open field, but in a defensive position, the tank destroyers can actually get something done. You don't see them come up very often because most players, you know, when you're not playing Blitz, there's just better allied bonuses. The paradrop is better. But in this case, when you have the tank destroyer at your disposal, we're gonna up the oh, he's not even building Harriers, or he's not building Eagles. Maybe he is. He's just broke. The double AFC, I like the idea of it if his economy was pumping a little bit better. The Eagles are a good way to do this, but Cole's just going to push right in here. A lot of infantry, and again, we don't see these. And again, the bunkers are not juiced up. Again, he rolls through. This time, he's going to try to run with the MCV. Is he able to hold? Oh, but he Deso bombs in the middle of all that. Can that sniper take out that Deso? Oh, but he's going to get a big chain reaction, and that's the problem with grouping your oils. Big chain reaction here now. Loka was able to save his MCV. Nice scrappy move to try to stay alive there, but Cold still looking devastating, rolling in with another wave of Rhinos. And Loka wasn't able to get those Eagles out. Yeah, Loka not doing anything wrong particularly. Cold is just an absolute force right now. And now we know. Cold D1. Cold looking D1. And I think Cold has earned his way into the D1 tournament. Not level division. I know, guys. Don't make me do it again. Don't make me explain it again. I'll do it. I'll explain it again. I'll explain what the difficulty of divisions if you guys want me to. Loka sends a couple Rockies downfield. Yep, cold OP. No, there's D1, semi-pro, and pro. There's 3 more divisions higher than this. Oh, Loka's 48 in QM. Does Cold play QM? What's Cold in QM? Does Cold play QM?
My truck is loaded.
Oh, Kian. Oh, Cold's an older player. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I feel like I don't hear that much about Cold, but you can tell he's a very skilled player, obviously. Cold would get wrecked in the highest division. And the demo truck's coming in to seal the deal, and Cold taking this one home. Well, you guys can see. I mean, if Cold, the thing is, if you win, you keep going up. So that's the thing. The thing about the tournament is, if you win, you'll keep going. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see how far Cold makes it. So Cold's going on. Cold takes that one home, and hats off to Cold. Honestly, the championships, like I said, these things are always kind of skewed right now while we figure out players. But hats off to Cold. He played good. Loka put on a show, man. We had some early prelim matches. We had some good matches today, some blowouts. That's how she goes, though. Cold takes that one home. He wins the $15, and he's coming down to the D1 tournament. Winner of this goes to semi-pro. Winner of that goes to pro.